All right, today we're diving in, and I really want to talk about collaboration. I think we see this all the time. Again, same thing in the online space. We hear collaboration over community or over competition and all this, and it's like, well, what does that even mean? And do people really even understand what that means to collaborate? And so, I really wanted to just kind of share with you some ideas for ways that you can collaborate with others. All right, because they can be really, really powerful, but I think a lot of people just don't really even understand it. Like we think, it has to involve money or financial something or other. And it really doesn't. Okay. And so here's a couple things I want you to think about. So, um, I let me tell you about, you guys know that I do this show called The No Bullshit Business with Nick McGraw and I, right? And that's a collaboration. That is a collaboration right there. It's this joint show that we're doing. It's like a LinkedIn live show. I don't know if we'll turn it into a podcast, if we'll continue to leave it as a LinkedIn live. I don't really know. But how that even happened was Nick had been following my content, appreciated my content. I don't even know how he found me on LinkedIn. And then reached out to me and asked me if I would be a guest on his podcast. And so I did. And then we got talking and we just really, really, we just see things the same way when it comes to business. And we just had the same energy. Our personalities were a great fit together. And I just said to him, you know what? I'd love to do something collaborative with you. I don't know what that looks like, whether that's a joint live, whether it's something but he does something very similar to me, but opposite. He does more of the branding, content, visual side, and I work more on the behind the scenes strategy side. And the thing is with collaboration is his audience on LinkedIn is completely different than mine. And whether that's on LinkedIn, YouTube, and his email list, etc. And so even just doing a joint live like that, it doesn't have to be a show. It doesn't have to be like something you could commit to weekly. I think right now he and I are doing this every other week, but it can just be something even that you do once, right? It could be a podcast interview. That's collaboration. It could be a guest blog. That's collaboration. Now, there's some other opportunities for collaboration too. One of my favorite ways to collaborate is to bring in other professionals into my offers. So, for example, my 6 month long term coaching program includes the use of other professionals up to a certain level. But like one of my favorite collabs is that 90% of the time when I'm working with a client, we're coming up with a new offer of something of that sort. And they're usually writing their own landing page, sales page, etc. So one of my favorite collaboration opportunities is I bring in a copywriter. I pay her for her time. She does an audit. It's a discounted rate for me, right? I pay it. I don't expect the client to pay it. I pay it out of the money that they're currently paying me. And I just bring her in. And it's an amazing collaboration because she now has access to a client that she would not have probably met, right? They have access to her and they get to understand what it's like to work with a copywriter per se, or whatever. It could be a web designer, it could be a marketing strategist, it could be anything. But and no cost, and it's an awesome opportunity for me because it's a win-win. Like it allows my client to make sure that in order for us to get the best results, I need them to have solid copy on a landing page or whatever this might be. And so that's an amazing way to collaborate. And a lot of people don't really do that. Like they don't understand, why would I discount my rate, or why would I do this, but again, it's not about the discounted rate. It's about the fact that she's done nothing to acquire this client. I literally hand fed her a client and I'm paying her for her time. I'm not asking her to do it for free. I'm paying her. Yes, it's a discounted rate, but it's also a discounted service. It's not like she's giving a full sales page copy for a discounted rate. No, she's just auditing it, right? And so you can do this with multiple different people. Think about the other people that your clients may need. I know for like a web designer, one of the collaboration opportunities is with either a same thing with a copywriter, or it could be with a graphic designer to help them with graphics. It could be with a social media strategist. It could be with so many people, marketing strategists. There's so much room for collaboration. But the thing is, it doesn't have to cost you money. It doesn't have to be free. Build it into your price. I mean, when I pay out I can absorb that because of the cost that I built that cost in. It's expected. I built it in. And sometimes I use more than one audit, other times I don't. Sometimes I bring in more than one expert, sometimes I don't, right? So it's there and I've built it in. I've got the money set aside to do these type things. So that's an awesome collaboration opportunity. But it could be so many, even like with No Bullshit Biz, with Nick and I, we created a joint offer. We created one offer where they can get both of us and they pay one fee and they get both people. Again, this is a win-win for the clients. Like collaborating is such a win for the client. It's a win all around, right? Because again, you're gaining access to their network, they're gaining access to your network, the client's gaining access to a professional that they might not have known. I mean, overall, collaboration is incredible. So it could be a multitude of different things, but again, it doesn't have to be free. I think so many people think, oh, let's collaborate on this and it needs to just be this free offer, or let me bring you in for exposure into my audience. That only goes so far. Like those type things, if you're going to do something for free, do a podcast interview. I don't think you need to be doing guest expert spots and all of these things. But here's the other thing. A lot of times people try to present like a collaboration opportunity, but the only person that gains is them. So like, for example, let's say somebody has a program, like a group program, and they come to you and ask if you could do a training that they'll include into the program, and they want you to do it for free with the opportunity to pitch at the end. Well, again, if they're not your ideal clients, if you don't know, like, how many clients are they selling this to? Are they your ideal clients? What's the cost of the original program? Do they have the funds usually to invest in something else? Again, not all collaboration opportunities are a win-win. You've got to make sure of that. And that's why I say don't make it free. Don't make it free, because you want to have skin in the game on both sides. That's where it really is really powerful. Unless you're doing something, like I said, a podcast interview, a live, something of that sort. But from any other standpoint, it doesn't need to be free, but they're really, really powerful. So I challenge you. I want to know, like, think about this. What is something that you can do? Like, do you have like a power hour? I collaborate and offer my power hours up all the time at a discounted rate. If somebody needs, if they want to bring me in and their client needs help, like, of course I want to help you collaborate on that. Like, let's do it. Let's figure this out together. Again, it's all about the benefit of the client and how they're going to get the best result. And that's the power of networking and actually conquering. Like, that's like my tagline for the Accelerated Business Alliance: connect, collaborate, and conquer. Because that's the way I feel about it. Let's make those connections. Let's collaborate and how we can work together and make, a bigger impact and conquer the world. That, to me, collaboration is the key to conquering. And I think you've got to be open to it. And if you don't really know, or you're not really sure how or what you could collaborate on, reach out to me. I'd be happy to brainstorm some ideas for you, because I could either look through my list of people and think about what I could do. But again, there's so much opportunity out there if you're willing to be open to it. Okay. So many people aren't open to it because, again, this lack mindset, but you've got to go into it with an abundance mindset and really, really think about how can this benefit everybody, right? That's what's really, really powerful. Okay. So anyway, I hope this helps you think a little bit differently. That's really all this episode was about, is just thinking differently about collaboration, because it's so powerful and it can be such a game changer. All right. But if you need help, reach out. I'm here for you. Okay. I'll talk to you soon.